Now we're back. That was the thing there. That was it there. It did it. Would that be in a crash report? Full stream crash. Nothing else crashed though. My internet didn't go out. I even went on and looked at YouTube just to watch it download, and it didn't say anything, didn't do anything about not being connected or nothing. And even on my thing here, my internet didn't drop off on my PC either. Toasted went to school for film. Now me, I'm just trying to figure out. Where the hell do I find OBS crash report? There's got to be a way to find the crash report, right? Log files. No. Yo, I think I might have found the log. Hold on, do you want to see this? Sweet. I'll try them out. Thank you. Yeah.
Not a bad mold, but hard to determine.
Oh, they smell like weed.
So what? I think I don't know.
Ooh, those are weedy. Okay, what? I'ma just try to grab the most recent part. All right. I'm gonna grab everything that's to this point here. Control C. Alright, now let's go to Discord. Get into the get into the crew chat and I'll pull you into private chat, wizard. Alright, let me turn this music down. Alright, what's up?
Nothing, man. What's up?
Alright, let me send you this report real quick.
Yep.
There we go. Tell me what you think about that. I'm gonna turn you up a bit too.
Oh yeah, sorry. I had to get a new headset.
No, you're good. I know I have like the music and stuff turned down a lot, so
TP simple stream disconnected from tribute live video.
is that really saying anything or?
Kind of. RTMP socket buff fill.
I mean, I dropped 59 frames here recently, I guess. Let me check that as a, now that I know how to do that. There's nothing under crash reports. Simple stream. Remote host closed connection.
Yeah, it's
What does that mean? That's the one thing that's sticking, because it, right as it says that, then it looks like it drops out.
Yeah, the remote host losing connection basically means that your upload connection is failing for some reason.
Remote host closed connection. There it is again. Would... Oh, Love is saying, could the remote host be OBS? Or could the remote host be Twitch?
Specifically, the remote host is your connection from OBS to Twitch. It's your upload of your stream to Twitch.
Okay, so it might not be a... It could still be the same problem we're thinking it is.
Yeah, it's trying to figure out what is causing it to disconnect is the problem.
App failed. Because, like, I'm not losing an internet connection at all.
Right.
They're still watching TV. Everybody's phones is still on it. Like, my Ring and all that goes off of it too. Yes, yeah, I just got it just updated like yesterday, I think. OBS just updated yesterday. I just updated that yesterday. And like I said, I check my drivers all the time too.
So what happens on your end when it crashes, Captain? Is it just like the game crashes and the stream and OBS crashes, or does the whole computer crash?
No, the only thing that goes out, and it's only sometime, like, and it varies how it goes. My computer never crashes at all. My computer has not crashed once. The programs themselves don't crash either. They'll still stay up. The only thing that I'll see is I'll start dropping frames, and then I'll have no kilobytes per second for my signal on OBS, and then it'll say high ping, but then it'll kick me out of the match and I could rejoin right after.
Okay.
But my stream will take, like when my stream crashes, it'll take like, you see it takes several attempts before it actually connects again.
Are you on Wi-Fi or are you using an Ethernet cable?
I am on a cable. I'm cabled up.
Do you have an extra cable?
Do I have an extra cable? Not the length that I need, no.
Okay. How long would you need?
One of the big boys. That's what I'm using, the big boy. It's like
a 25 footer.
What are we talking here? Boop, boop. I mean, I think a 25 footer could work. I think I'm using a Walmart brand 50 footer, which is kind of overkill, but at the same time, it's a little extra.
Okay.
Because I run it from, in order to stop it from pinching in my doors, I run it from where I'm at, along the baseboards, out the screen door, and then I run it along my house, in the window, and then to the modem.
I will check in my trunk full of goodies, which has all my IT stuff in it. I'm pretty sure I have a spare 50-foot cord, and I think it's Cat 6, which is like the latest, highest quality cable.
All right.
I will send it to you. I'm curious to see if that will make any difference. Based on what I'm hearing from you, it sounds to me like it is a network problem.
That's what I've been thinking.
But we need to identify, is the problem your modem, is it your cable, or is it your network adapter in the laptop?
Yeah.
If it's network, it's got to be one of those three things.
Because you can't tell me that it's like that unstable. Like the internet can't be that unstable all the time. Like every single day, it's got to be like a something. Like something has to be wrong. It can't just always be, oh, the internet provider sucks. It's either the
Right.
modem, maybe my cable, like you said. I went all out on the damn laptop to try to prevent this kind of shit. But I went all out on a laptop, not a damn tower either.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because when you're reading the actual the error messages here, so you only dropped a total of 1,098 frames in your stream, which was only a 0.6%
Yeah.
of your total amount of frames that you put out. But that's apparently still enough to crash it. It definitely sounds like it's a network issue.
Like a spike in the... Maybe it's the damn
Yeah.
modem overheating.
No, it wouldn't be the modem overheating. More than likely, because Breezeline does this a lot, they buy really cheap low-end modems and give them out.
Do you want to know what it
And-
is? Would you know if I told you?
Yeah, if you could tell me the brand, I could probably tell you.
Technicolor?
Yeah. Yeah. I had a Technicolor modem as my last modem from them, and it lasted about 6 months, and then it fried on me and stopped working.
So you think maybe as this is progressively getting worse, it might be the modem progressively getting worse?
It's more likely the modem they gave you can't handle the level of internet speeds that you're actually getting from them.
Yeah.
You're gonna want, I'm gonna send you a link, you're gonna want like an Aris surfboard for a cheap low-end monitor for gig speeds. I sent you just an Amazon link so that you can see what it looks like. Something along those lines though. You want something that can handle 1 gig and something that isn't gonna be like a cheap low-end Pacific knockoff.
Yeah, I feel ya. Oh damn, this game is loud. Oh, we have more people in here now. I didn't know that. I feel like if most people have a right to be in a Discord chat with me, my editor should be in a Discord chat with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish this race, and then I'm gonna look at that modem. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be all macho earlier and just take a whole spoonful of can of butter. I damn near puked from the taste of just eating a spoonful of butter. I was like, oh god, the consistency was just like, it was like swallowing somebody else's spit. Like, oh god, that was a bad, like, I know this is gonna lead to something good, but that was terrible.
My grandmother used to tell me when she was a kid, she grew up on a farm, and as a snack, they would eat salted lard.
Salted lard.
Yeah.
That's like whenever people put butter and sugar on bread and call it a sugar sandwich. Here we go. There it goes. Can you hear me right now?
I sure can.
It's doing it right now. So tell me that.
Yeah.
It just did it.
And I can still hear you. We're still communicating, so...
And now I'm back. It's back.
Do you run any plugins through OBS?
There's stream elements, but half the time it ain't even working. I don't even have it on this scene specifically.
I wonder if you uninstall the third-party apps, if it'll keep doing it or not.
Like
a
if
lot of times streams getting dropped are the result of third-party apps, so...
maybe even maybe I could I think Stream Elements is a program on here. Stream Elements and what else? What else would there be?
Sometimes there's music or audio plugins that people use, like WinCap and things like that.
I don't have anything like that. The only thing I know I have as a plugin would be Stream Elements.
Yeah, I would try uninstalling the plugin just to see if that helps. And if it doesn't, you can always reinstall it afterwards.
It's not like I necessarily need it, it's just for other people's gratification. More or less just like a, hey, they did this type thing.
Right.
But you could always, that could always be programmed directly on the Twitch website itself into my stream.
Right.
I was trying to think of the other program that I have that I don't necessarily need. Oh, my capture card program. The Elgato software.
Yep, if that has a plugin, that could be it too.
And it might even be out of date because I haven't used it as well. But I don't use the capture card at all anymore.
Right.
See, you saw the crash, but me and him were talking on Discord the whole time. As soon as it happened, I said something to him during the deficit, and he heard me. Just buffered and came back at 5 frames per second.
I love that. The brand sounds like the last update was 1983 Technicolor.
Right? It sounds like the first one to invent the color television. It sounds like a movie producer brand. Like a movie production company. Yo, you can straight up taste the damn weed in those gummies. It gives you cotton mouth and everything.
That's true too. Just Love was saying you could try the Streamlabs version of OBS. That might be a solution too.
I was thinking about that as well. Hold on. Let me go in and uninstall. I don't want to, you know what? I'm not going to uninstall Stream Elements right now because I don't want it to like totally fuck up the stream. It's already fucked up enough. I'll just get rid of it, and then the next time I start the stream, it will actually not have it on it.
Yeah, we'll see if that makes an improvement.
Freaking ridiculous.
The joys of computers, my friend.
Oh yeah, welcome to it, huh? See, the problem I dealt with before was I had really, really shitty internet, and I was trying to play Sea of Thieves off of my Xbox and run my camera on the Xbox. That's all I had, was running everything off of my Series X. And then I got my laptop, and I ran my Xbox on Sea of Thieves off of something totally different. And then I had this internet I got now, and I barely ever had like internet crashes or anything like that. And then like now that I've moved to just being on PC, I've noticed so many crashes. Like when we used to play the other version on PC, the other version of Wreckfest, every time my stream did what it does on here, I'd have to reinstall the game. Wow. It corrupted the whole game to the point I'd have to uninstall and reinstall it. Like nothing worked. Not doing a reboot, no recovery, no repair, none of it worked.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's fun. It is. I was like, it was frustrating to say the least. And now we moved over to here, and now I'm getting more drop frames, and sometimes it don't drop off, but then other times it's still just straight up crashing.
What kind of a laptop is it?
Asus Tough Gaming F15.
Let's take a look here.
He said, returned I have. But see, the one thing I love about what Yam did is now, even though my stream crashes, my room still stays open.
Right.
That's been a big thing for this, as far as like the frustration of that happening. Because then sometimes whenever it crashed, people would just be like, that's my time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, you know, like, it's the same sort of, it's not like, not to make it sound too cynical, but it's like a strategy. Like how, like, casinos don't have clocks in it to keep you in there. Like, if my stream crashes, people start to get reminded it's pretty late. And maybe I should stop donating and go to bed now. I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep me awake. But whenever it crashes like that and then my whole room went, then people are like, oh, the room's done, the stream's done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Now there'll be like 15 people, I drop out, 30 seconds, I'm back in. A little bit of a fucking annoying situation, but way better than...
Everybody's still here.
Yeah. And then for about 30 seconds, I get double the viewer impact. Because it counts everybody twice. Like, if I got 5 people and it crashes right now, when it comes back, it'll be like 10 or 11. Tater, we're all linked up in some weird mentological sort of way. I knew where you were going with that. Why else would you? You're not Spanish, so you're not putting your pronouns and verbs in weird places. You gotta be speaking Yoden. And yeah, I said Yoden. Yodian. He said, returned I have. I'm not even a big Star Wars fan, and I knew you were going there with that. An image of Yoda as Odin. Yoden. I know I spent close to $3 grand for this damn laptop too. It wasn't a cheapin', but it's also, I know what I got, and I didn't think I would have this many problems with it. Are you still in the, am I still in the Discord?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay.
I was just reading. Sorry.
No, you're good. Well, I didn't know y'all then. That don't help me now. Like I said, when it comes to this stuff, I'm just kind of, it's not like I'm stupid, but I'm stupid. Most of the time, people were like, yo, you can't build a good tower for less than $5 grand. So I'm like, well, fuck, I ain't got that kind of money to put into it. Yoden, I am in Valhalla. I will see you.
Yeah, I think when I first started building mine, I spent like 1,300 and built like a middle of the road gaming computer.
Yeah.
Then I just saved up and bought better parts as I went.
This is what we do, y'all. Y'all just go to like a rent-a-center. No, that would be, we'd pay like $20,000 for a fucking MSI Trident little teeny little shit. He said he spent $1,300 on his GPU during the craze.
Oh. Ouch.
Sheesh. I bought mine off Amazon flat out. I don't even think I turned in the warranty for it. Like I said, I'm a doofy. Yo, the room is just popping off all of a sudden, Wizard. There's like 11 people in here.
It's my magic. What can I say? I am a wizard. Oh boy. Oh boy. Apparently you cannot take that corner too wide or it doesn't count.
Really? That big ass loop corner?
Yeah, I went too far out in the grass and made me redo the corner all over again.
That's dumb. I like how the sounds on these maps are very animated.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like we're playing Taxi Driver. Did you ever play that game?
I've heard of it. I've seen it before. Crazy Taxi, yeah.
Crazy Taxi.
Woo-wee! Nya! Holy shit! Fuck! I think I'm gonna suggest to Yam that we lower the lap count on Devil's Canyon to 3 as well.
Yeah.
He said you missed the corner.
Yeah, I might have accidentally hit love at about 180 miles an hour.
Yo, that sign said take a vacation. Turn here equals straight ahead. Yo, Madonna and Freddy Krueger got fucked at the end. They can hear you. You can just talk to them. You don't gotta type to them anymore.
That's true.
You're studious now. Look at his studious ass. He doesn't want to. Even though he's an editor, he likes to stay humble. He likes to pretend you guys can't hear him. Hey, you're working your way there, Tater. As soon as you're a mod, you'll have rights in here. Yam has rights in here too, but Yam just don't want to talk. I don't know if Yam has a voice. I don't think Yams actually have voices. They have highly sophisticated brains and thoughts.
But voices, that's too much. The first Yam that can talk will take over the world.
Exactly. Yam, I have no mouth, but I must scream. I have no vocal cords. I only have starch.
I'm sorry, Tato. I left to help Cap because he was having IT trouble. My services were required.
Oh yeah, my stream kept crashing, so I wanted to see if he couldn't read my crash log on it. And then while he was in this chat with me, it also crashed. So he got to experience my stream crashing, but the Discord not crashing at the same time. A live call. He said he is not jealous. He is just disappointed. But yeah, Tater, as far as it goes right now, you're in line for the mod position that I'm trying to fill. One, because you're usually in here when I start my stream, so it's nice to have somebody that's lurking just as much as everyone else is. You support the channel monetarily, you support the channel with content as well as following around to various games and such. So much the same as Wizard, as well as bringing people like Wizard and Kyle into here, and having that be an opportunity for me. That just shows that you aren't just here to just be here and for your own self gratification. You're here to be a part of it and to actually put something into it. Put some skin in it.
Only the foreskin, though.
Only the foreskin. Just the tip. Not the whole penis, just the tip. And then after, we'll all eat wine and sponge cake.
Get out of here, Madonna.
I got Archimedes in front of me. I'm about to corner bomb this guy. Because he threw me into a corner twice.
Madonna keeps playing bumper cars with me.
This Steve fella. He just corner bombed somebody else. Why are you in a Star Beast anyway? Oh, you weren't. You're in a Speed Demon. Why did it look like a Star Beast? Man, his Speed Demon got so fucked up it looked like a Star Beast. Oh wait, no, there was a Star Beast. He's gone. He's gone, Tater.
The band hammer was dropped.
Everybody, man your stations. We're gonna have a hater inbound. How you doing, Dangleberry? I haven't had any issues. Now I'm gonna start having issues now that I said I haven't had any issues. I haven't had any issues since that last one. And there for a minute, it was like non-stop.
We scared it into compliance.
Maybe so. So what are you coming up with over there on your end as far as what you're seeing?
From what I'm seeing, everything on your end, computer-wise, should be fine. So my best guess is it's either the cable or it's the modem.
The cable or the modem. It shouldn't. That's what I never thought it should be the PC, because I've got a good laptop. Like I didn't skimp on it.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's outside of the realm of possibility, only because laptops, like I said, they're notorious for having terrible cooling and internal temp problems.
I will tell you, it does. it does significantly heat up when I'm playing a game.
Yeah, but
Like
usually when you get problems like that, it's going to cause the whole machine to crash, not just
just
couple
one
of
thing.
programs.
Yeah. I've always felt like it's been an internet issue somewhere along the lines and not a PC issue, but you never know. I have it lifted off the desk by like an inch and a half.
Yeah.
I have two little like cardboard things keeping it up. And I think it even bragged about the type of fans that it has in it too.
Oh, they always do.
Where they like get some guy with an e-cig to come by and blow fucking clouds at it.
Check out this ventilation.
I still haven't checked out the link to that damn router yet.
No worries. At your convenience.
Oh! I watched that happen. Kermit the Frog here. I got Kermit behind me.
Well, now you don't.
I got Wizard behind me and Tater. Wizard and Love followed by Tater. Yeah, why is this person's name Jew? We just got Jew out here. How did they get away with that name? I guess it's not a slur, it's just somebody's belief system, but it depends on how you say it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you yell out that he's one, that can be taken slanderously.
But his name is, like, but what if I'm like, you know, like, what if he, like, corner bombs me and I'm just screaming his name like I would, like, Love! You know what I mean? Like, what if I do it for that?
Let's just collectively decide not to test the Twitch terms of service.
Yeah, let's go ahead and decide that that's a bad thing no matter what. Love said, you a bitch, Taters. Oh, y'all, just so you know, I looked up Jackie Gleason because Jackie Gleason is dead. I wanted to make sure he wasn't like a creep or nothing, like, because you know how everybody in the media and shit and like celebrities are all coming out to be like creepy and shit. Just so you know, all my stickers about Jackie Gleason are okay. Because even though he was kind of like he was like portrayed as like a woman beater on that show he was on, see him for the character. Well, see, he was still a good person though. I read up on him. He was like, he did a lot of donations. They said he was one of the most generous people you'd ever come across. I actually did my research on him, and he was just a really good actor, really funny, and he's dead, so he can't be doing any weird shit now. Jackie Gleason, the guy who's in those, he's in these, emotes that I made. And this one, and this one.
I would love to meet Keanu Reeves for the fact that I hear he's just one of the nicest people ever.
Alright, I feel like I need to eat more of these gummies or something. I feel like I should mega dose just to see what they're like, you know what I mean?
No, because I'm terrified of that idea.
Look at these. I don't know how much is supposed to be in each.
Those are delicious.
And they're non-artificially colored as well.
Oh, did she actually like use fruit to color them?
No, I shop at Aldi's a lot, and surprisingly, Aldi's doesn't allow a lot of the Aldi's brand products don't have artificial coloring in it. So I went there for their Jell-O because I wanted a flavor, but I don't want the damn color.
Right.
He said take 10, no balls. There's like fucking 14 right there. We'll just go ahead and crush it. I full sent it.
So, Captain, I think I've determined that every time we do that map in PUBG that has that bridge, we've got to go back and do the Evil Knievel stuff again, because that was fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, that shit was great.
We didn't get any kills that match, but we still had a blast.
That's the most important part.
Cut it out, Tato.
Kermit got kicked. No, I liked his name.
Kermit got frogged.
Kermit got flogged. He got logged out. Piece of shit. Oh, dude. Yesterday, we at the same time we're about to talk to each other. What kind of timing was that? Yesterday, after I got off stream, my daughter, she went to take a shower, and I found out how ghetto my shower is now. So, the shower head was like pointed to the opposite side of the shower, so it was like spraying on the wall, you know? Well, it was running down the wall into a crack and down into my ceiling and into my kitchen.
Oh boy.
So now I can't have the shower head pointed directly in one direction. It has to be like pointed down now.
My apartment complex, the laundry room, one of our lights is leaking water, and we don't know why.
What the fuck?
Yep, there's no pipe above it that's leaking. The only pipe near it is a hot water pipe that's constantly pressurized, so if it was leaking, we would know.
Oh yeah,
But,
definitely.
It's steadily streaming droplets of water, and we can't quite figure out where it's coming from. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I had to do my own little troubleshooting because I was like, okay, she's in the shower, and I pulled the panel off the wall, and it was like nothing was wet. It was bone dry. I'm like, what the fuck? So, and like you said, it can't be an incoming line because then it would be going all the time like that. So
Right.
then I was like, all right, I ran the tub just to like you were doing a bath, and nothing happened. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? And I looked at the shower head, and it's like a straight 90-degree angle pointed straight at the other wall. I was like, that's what it is. And when she wasn't in the shower in front of the water, it was pointed at the wall, running down the wall, into the crack, down into the sink, yada yada. There you go. That has to be what it is. My big ass can't be taking no baths anyway. I'd have to get that shit figured out right away. My tub ain't nowhere near big enough for me. Alright, now let me see what this... Wait, did you send the link?
Yeah, I sent it in Discord. Oh,
What?
you know what? I sent you the wrong thing.
I was gonna say, that looks like a...
That's what I meant to send you.
Okay, let's see this. Hey. 164.
Yeah, that's just an example. You could find some that are cheaper, but
I wouldn't necessarily want what. All right, like, don't give me an example. Don't give me the fucking cream of the crop or the, give me something. Send me what you would prefer me to have if you could have, if I could have what you would want me to have. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Realistically.
that's the most realistic one, honestly, is the Aero
Yeah.
surfboard. That's like middle of the road. It's not the best, it's not the worst. That's what an average person would get that would allow them to get the best out of their gig internet.
All right, love. You have a good one, buddy. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. What would one more, like, would be the, like, the $200 to $300 range? Would that be getting me something even better, or is that not
Yeah.
necessary?
Yeah, like if you were gonna get the best you could, I would go with a Netgear Nighthawk. They're
Send-
at the top of the line.
send
They're
me
like
that.
194.
Send me that. Send me that. Let me look at that. Because when I'm thinking modems and people are talking expensive, I'm thinking $500, $600, $700 things. And if I save and or just wait until my return, I might as well just get something that is always going to be good.
Right.
Not get something and then later on I'm going to have to replace it anyway. When it's only going to be, what, another $30?
Right. Exactly.
Might as well just be like, hey, y'all want me to stay on for another half an hour?
Now, the reason I like the Nighthawk from Netgear is you compare it with any of their modems, their routers, any of their mesh systems. Mesh Wi-Fi is kind of like the future of Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's where instead of having a router that shoots a signal out around your whole house, you have these little things that you put in each of your areas of the house, and it puts Wi-Fi everywhere. It gives you coverage totally from door to
See,
door.
that's what my modem has. This modem here, it has those little boxes. But half the
Right.
time, they're not fucking working.
Well, I'll tell you, the Netgear ones are worth every penny. They're top of the line.
Yeah? And you just link them up to the modem itself.
Correct.
And right here, this modem, the modem itself is only $195. The Xfinity voice thing is something totally different, right?
Yes, that's if you want to get the one that they make that pairs with their Xfinity voice system if you had Xfinity through Comcast. But because you don't, you just need the base modem.
Got you. I'm not even hitting start. I'm just letting everybody else start the match for us. Y'all can start it whenever you're ready. Me and him are just gonna bullshit. Tater, do you want in the Discord chat? You can get in the Go in the crew chat and I'll pull you over. Oh, I didn't want to do that. There he be.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
Wiz is still a hoe.
You love me.
I might.
Would you agree with me, Cody, that Netgear Nighthawk would be like a really good top of the line modem for him to run?
I have differing opinions, but
What would you recommend?
you work in IT, so I'm gonna leave it to you.
Okay.
I just have, I used to sell these for a living experience.
Used to sell what?
He used to sell.
I used to sell all the stuff. I used to work at Best Buy. So
Oh. Well, what is your opinion on it?
Yeah, it's still a valid.
I mean, Netgear is really good. I just don't think it's top of the line. But I've had good experience with Netgear. I've had, fuck this, I'm never buying it again experience with Netgear.
Well, what did you end up buying instead?
I have Aris Surfboard. Is what I ended up going with for my modem router. It was like a $300 setup, but like it's amazing, and I don't regret it.
Yeah, and that was the first one that I sent him was the Aris Surfboard 1 gig platform, and that's
I
one
like Aris. I also think that Aris, at least at the time when I was selling them, they had more like future-proof technology in most of their stuff for if the signals decide to improve and move to the next. You're a little bit more set up than with the Netgears. Netgear might have caught up, I'm not sure.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That guy corner bombed me like 3 times. That was funny.
Netgear's always a little bit behind the thing because Linksys is usually ahead of them, and then they do whatever Linksys does immediately afterwards.
Gotcha.
So, Netgear is still not like the best at future-proofing their technology.
Netgear's still really good. I really like my Aris, and I don't regret going that way at all.
Yeah, I would say the top 3 in my opinion are Netgear, Aris, and Linksys.
So,
I'd agree.
so since you both suggested Aris, maybe I'd give that a shot then.
Yeah. It is a solid, absolutely great platform.
I had
no matter what,
consistent
it's worth the money.
issues with my network. I had a Netgear router that was a very nice Netgear router, but every bit of testing came down to it being the router. I swapped it out for an Aris, and all my issues went away.
Huh.
But that could just be my router. It could have gone back, you know?
Yep. Could have been a bad router. Could have been a bad model of router, you know, without knowing all the significant details we don't know for sure.
Nighthawk AC 1900.
Okay. So, I mean, it wasn't a bad model, so maybe you just got a bad one, like...
Right, it could have been a power surge. I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff that could have been, you know,
Right.
the factor, but...
That's kind of the problem with IT.
It wasn't that old,
No.
but it was old enough that I couldn't like, turn it and swap it out. That was just a frustrating point with Netgear, but otherwise, I mean, it was fine.
Well,
It was just my
even-
Aris life was noticeably better.
The way I think of it, even if it's not that, it still ain't gonna hurt for me to just go ahead and do that anyway. What was that? That sounded like a DeLorean trying to go back to 1987. Did y'all hear that through my mic?
No.
Damn.
Your mic cut out temporarily. That was
There
all.
were like some sirens and some horns. I think.
Oh, was it? I threw him over the edge. I couldn't tell what went past my house, but I felt it, and it sounded like something crazy. Yo, that Steve is gonna be so mad. He's so mad.
2 years ago, I was over at my grandparents' house, helping my grandfather out with a computer problem. And I'm talking with my gram in the kitchen, and all of a sudden, we hear this loud boom, the whole house shakes, and we lose power. We go look out front, and somebody drunk passed out behind the wheel of their car and hit the telephone pole right in front of my grandparents' house and ripped it out of the ground. And then crashed into the patio of the next door neighbor's house.
If you're gonna do it, you know?
Yeah.
I was streaming and somebody hit a pole out by my house.
Wow.
I heard it, but it didn't go through the mic, but it's in one of my VODs. I put it in a video. I forget what video it's in, though. I think it was on a Sea of Thieves video.
In my grandparents' case, when they hit the telephone pole, it pulled all the wires out of the house. They had to get all their electrical wires reconnected.
Damn. Yeah, this guy hit the pole, got out of his car, started walking down the road, and left his car there. He went around the corner and everything and was gone. Just left the car sitting there. It didn't do nothing to the pole. The car was fucking gone. The car was done for.
My dad used to have a towing company. We'd go to do tows. People would call us out, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I hit this last night in the middle of the night. I just walked 5 miles home, and can you come pick it up now?" It's like, yeah,
Sure you
drunk last night.
Sure you don't want me to tell the ossifer?
Some of them, the Oscars, were the ones that called us out there.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like, oh no, I just walked home. No big deal.
There was a cop in my old town in Mount Union. I don't know if Shirley's not in my chat anymore. Luck will verify it probably if she'll ever get back in here. There was 2 cops. The one got in trouble for fucking some girl in his cop car while he was on duty, and the other one got in trouble for wrecking his own car, walking home, and saying that he needed to walk home because he was so shook he needed to drink a beer before he came back to the scene.
What a ploy.
Officer Bonzel and Officer Ewald. They weren't even like stadies.
When this happened, I just needed a drink after it. I promise.
I promise it wasn't nothing.
Pinky promise, all right.
You see, I biked my bike the whole way back here.
Bonzo and AWOL, got it.
Bozo and Enos.
Wiz, I can't tell you how many times in the last couple of races I was talking to you and responding to things without forgetting that you did not hit me.
Yeah, again, sorry. Services were required. I offered assistance where I could.
Oh, you're good. I'm just never going to miss an opportunity to call you about.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I must have lost traction there. I thought I was losing internet. Maybe I'm losing grip on reality. Maybe I overdosed on weed. I could only hope.
If there's anything I'm jealous about tonight, it's that.
Just eating a rack of gummies.
My first time I ever did homemade edibles was with that butter I was telling you about earlier with a pound of sugar leaves in it.
Yeah.
I made brownies, and my dad was a state trooper. He came home early that day. So I cut up the brownies, threw them in a Tupperware container, and I had 3 left over. And I'm like, my dad loved brownies. He's like, if you find some brownies, I'm dead. So I ate all 3 of them, rapid succession, followed by a quick glass of milk. I went upstairs, I started playing Mass Effect, and then time slowed down. And the world started wiggling like Jello, and my now wife, but at the time girlfriend, called me and was like, "Hey, are you coming over today?" I was like, "I don't think I can drive right now. The world's moving a little too slow for that."
Existence is a little bit laggy right now.
Yeah. I'm experiencing real life lag. You're gonna have to give me a few hours.
I'm having one of them Technicolor weed highs right now. I'm sort of spotty.
I'm seeing smells, I'm hearing colors. Things don't make sense.
I smelt a feeling.
I think I waited like
Listen,
6
red's
hours.
smelling real sweet right now. I don't know.
The darker the berry, the sweeter the wine.
Wow.
Homemade, I was given while I was working at Best Buy and was not told that that's what it was. I was just handed what looked like a nerd's rope. And like, here, you want this? And I ate all of it. And then they came back and was like, hey, you got the rest of that? And I said, what do you mean? It was the nerd's rope unwrapped. I ate it. He's like, oh, no, that was a 400 milligram edible. You didn't eat all of it, right?
Oh boy.
Yo, I remember.
I went and took a nap in my supervisor's car.
I remember.
My supervisor was also high at work, so we Gucci.
The first time I actually felt something off an edible, like extremely, I was in the middle of fishing, and I ate, I think it was like a 500 milligram edible bar. It was like a cookies and cream bar or something like that. Oh man, we went fishing at like 5 in the morning. I ate the whole bar on the way to the fishing spot. I was zooted before the sun came up. He was like, now you feel what edibles can do. I was like, yeah, like I didn't, because I was just one of those people where it just wouldn't work on me, you know? I have a really high tolerance anyway.
Yeah.
I have one of those tolerances where for some reason my body tries to resist it. So it has to break past that point of resistance. And then like sometimes it'll be like, I'll be like scary high.
But that's because we all smoke too often.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Like when I took that spoonful of butter earlier, man, that stuff got on me quick. But then it's gone pretty quickly too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Shirley, if I gave you a spoonful of the butter, it'd make the medicine go down. Trust me. That butter was fucking crazy. And I could make it stronger too. That was only 1 gram per 1 cup of butter.
I was playing pool at a bar with this guy, and he kept talking about this coconut oil that he mixed up for himself.
Oh yeah.
And then we were outside, and this
that
man
would be
literally
good.
goes to his work truck and pulls out this like tub of coconut oil.
And it's green oil.
No, it looked perfect. It looked perfect, smelled perfect. You would have never guessed. But once you like tasted it, it was like, oh.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he was like,
that's
yep, every morning before I start work, I just grab a spoonful of this and just like handed everyone a spoonful. And boy, that was a fun pool tournament that night. I missed a lot of shots.
I'm gonna have to look into that because I
I
bet
lost a lot of money.
it was the fact that I ate a spoonful of melted butter. Like I told him, it was like I swallowed somebody else's spit or something. It just wasn't good. Like it made me feel like I was a fat ass. I've never felt more like a fat ass than eating a spoonful of melted butter that should go on like a whole thing of popcorn.
Was that with Mike?
I won't say that. Well, Mike wasn't the one who had it, but he was present.
But yeah, because you said pool tournament, so I assumed.
It's always some guy that works in somewhere that's named Mike.
Yeah. Always.
Mike, Rich, or Nate.
Checks out.
That checks out. I know it does. Oh, no, I forgot about Jay. Don't forget about Jay.
Yep, Jay is another one. Yep, that is also true.
It was like Mike's supplier for the longest.
These are all real life names that I'm citing.
The sad part is you just listed off people, and for each of them, there's somebody I know with that exact name.
I listed off those people, citing specific people I know. Rich was the guy that always keeps little fireball nips in his cooler. He's got fireball in his cooler. He buys them every morning. He's the excavator operator. Nate's the guy that's on heroin. Mike is like the owner, mild alcoholic egomaniac. Not really, but usually, yeah.
Oh my god.
What? Did I just nail it?
You're 3 for 3 right now.
and Jay Jay is the pothead who may or may not do pills, that has a little bit more experience and is trying to work for the state.
We're 4 for 4, my friend. We're 4 for 4.
You might know the people I'm starting to talk about. It's very likely you're up in New England, right?
Yep. The Jay I know was he used to be the head of my ghost hunting group.
Oh yeah.
He was definitely a pothead who was definitely into pills because he got arrested for trying to sell them to a 13-year-old. Yeah. The rest of us all work. He was popping Xanax and hanging out in the back room. Yeah, he got arrested for selling pills to a 13-year-old.
Oh my lord.
Nate was a kid I went to school with in high school who was absolutely on heroin. Rich is my old mechanic who was just like a regular pothead old guy mechanic.
Yeah, big old belly.
Always talked about, no, he was a skinny dude, but he
Oh,
always
okay.
talked about how brickweed was so much better than current weed. Good old-fashioned brickweed.
I mean, it's acceptable, but that's about it. That's not like, that's not better. It's just acceptable and cheap.
But as soon as I say that, is there not somebody you can think of who says that exact same stuff?
Yep.
My ex-father.
Shirley knows a bunch of people that only want that downtown brown.
I would get him like the he hated it. He would just blow through it like crazy, but it's no better than the backyard shit I get up in northern Vermont for just cheap.
I don't know who I just hit there, but fuck you.
BC, fuck.
It's just that was who it was right there. She said, "Oh yeah, I do." Some old heads can't handle the new age weed, man. It's too much.
Yep.
It be giving them like heart attacks and shit.
My ex-father-in-law said it, like to him, he said it was weaker than the stuff he had, but the stuff he had, I would smoke it, and I'd have to smoke a ton
Yeah.
to get anywhere near what I would get from like a bowl of new stuff. But like to him, it's all the same exact thing, and you're just overpaying.
Well, see, now that I've finally kicked my cigarette smoking habit and nicotine habit completely, I wanna try flower again. Like, I want to actually try to smoke some flower and see what that does to me. Especially, I want to try the flower that I can get through the Farm Act and see if that's, like, because I haven't smoked any flower, and I know that if I smoke flower and it gets me high, then this shit is legitimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just surprising to me, like, that's even a thing. It took a lot of research to find it out, but I'm gonna turn Tater up so then he can be heard at all times too.
Why are you punishing the people like that?
Oh, they're not being punished. You're just a fucking mumbler. Not really. You're more articulate than half the people I know. I think I was mistaking a drum beat on this song for a knocking at my door. So, like, who wants to get stabbed right now? What do you got? What do you got going? You got actual flour or you got wax?
I'm on flour.
I have nothing. I have bankruptcy.
You have bankruptcy. Good thing you work for the bank.
No. Dankruptcy.
Oh, dankruptcy.
Correct.
Good thing you work for the dank. No. I work with the dank.
No, I need to go to the dispo soon. I was given some like leftovers by my buddy last night. He was like, "Here, I'm going to the dispo tomorrow, so you can have what I have left." I was like, "For free?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right."
Dangleberry, do you want in the Discord chat? If you want in the Discord chat, get in the crew chat and I can pull you into our chat if you want to talk. If not, let me know so I'm not waiting to see, because I don't care. It's just me, you, and we might as well just bullshit. It's just the four of us. Oh, this is his last race anyway. Alright, let's get this lasting out. No problem, my dude. I just noticed there was nobody else in the room, so I figured I might as well just at least offer it, because we're all bullshitting, and you're a subscriber at the very least anyway. But you're not only a subscriber, you're a consistent subscriber and a consistent viewer. Dangleberry, every time throughout the week, Dangleberry lets me know when he's driving home from work.
Oh no.
Now that I'm getting more comfortable with having people on mic and shit, I kind of like the idea, y'all. I think Wizard, didn't you say about something like a podcast, kind of?
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to do a podcast.
Like,
Oh, he's been trying to get me to do a podcast with him for years.
what would you like? I honestly, like, this is our platform now.
Yeah.
I don't mind sitting here gaming and talking, like, especially if if you want to be the editor, it just gives you more shit to, like, we don't have to win all the time. I don't want that to be the thing here anyway, because I'm not that good of a gamer.
Right. I'm in the
And the
same
name's
boat.
right there. It's Toasted Top.
Toast, I already have the damn assets. We got 2 episodes already. We'll just sit around and watch fucking documentaries and talk about weed.
Absolutely. I would love to do just a whole, like, a weed podcast. That would be fantastic.
Weed Fest?
Yeah. dude.
Podcast?
Weed Fest.
A podcast. A podcast.
A podcast. Weed Fest. A podcast.
Toasted Talk. A podcast.
There it is. There it is.
Featuring Weed Fest.
Conversation makes me want weed so much more.
I will say one thing I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to go to like either Denver or Anaheim and go to the Cannabis Cup. I think it would just be so much fun to go walk around that.
I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam as like one of those bucket list things.
Yeah, do Space Cake in Amsterdam.
Yeah. We've all seen Euro Trip.
I was just gonna say Eurotrip is the inspiration for anybody our age for that.
I almost got expelled fucking school for that one.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude, I brought it on a school field trip, and some kid over my shoulder saw the sausage fest scene. Now he was the same age as me, but he was very sheltered. He reported to his parents, who reported to the school, who tried to catch me.
That's ridiculous.
Luckily, I had swapped out the DVD from one day to the next day, and instead I had a like PG version of an American Pie movie. And I'm like, no, that's all it was.
Funny.
I don't know what wieners he was seeing, but in the bed.
Woodstock Jr. What? Woodstock Jr.
That's funny.
My ultimate goal, I do want to be a known streamer as far as that goes. Like I want
Samuel L. Jackson, you son of a bitch.
He's been in here for 3 days. He hasn't left. He's in the same car and everything. But I want to get to a point where I can own enough land that I can open up my own dirt track.
That's cool.
Oh, you get the track going. Me and Wiz will show up with some souped up lawnmowers. And, we'll
Hell yeah! I want it to be like, obviously I would never charge anything except for other people to sanction races there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
if you're hosting a race there, you'll charge to host the race. But if it's just people messing around or whatever,
like people in PA that want to bring their kid to do their dirt bike, I do not give a shit. You come on down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, like, I'll have gates, you know, and or like, obviously, when it gets to that point, it'll be like, you know, gates are closed today. Please don't drive all the way out here just to, you know, come to the track. It's not open today if I don't want to do it. Or, but the benefit is when it is open, it's free, and it's not always going to be like that. But to the point where eventually everything that is how it is now becomes more of an in real life thing.
That's pretty cool.
I want it to be a bigger deal than just a partner, or you know what I mean? I don't want to just be a Twitch partner. Like I want to be something. I want to be known for something. I want to give back in a way I want to give back that feels good to me. That's not like stereotypical, oh, I give to this charity that may or may not even give my money to people. I want it to be like, yeah, I put all my money into this so all these people can come out here and eat for free and eat a hot dog and ride a dirt bike for free or something, whatever. Just have a whole fleet of those $400 Amazon dirt bikes.
I just saw this article the other day. There's this guy down in Texas. He owns like a chain of restaurants down there, and his daughter's disabled, and he brought his daughter to Disney. And the thing about Disney is they have a lot of wheelchair accessible rides.
Yeah.
But in terms of like the rides themselves, not all of them are capable for disabled people.
The guy
to
who made
ride
a whole park for his daughter.
Yeah, he made an entire park for his daughter, and any disabled person can go to the park free of charge, no matter.
Hell yeah! I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it before.
I don't think it's free of charge, but yeah, it's made for disabled people. It's a very nice, very well put together place. I used to work for a company that, like, I worked on like power wheelchairs, and all kinds of like handicap accessible equipment.
Yo, what's up, Shaggy? How you doing, Shaggy?
I thought the article that I saw said that it's the disabled people get in for free, but if the family members that go with them do not, so everybody else has to pay. But if you're a disabled person, you can go for free.
Okay, so it's kind of like a public pool where they're like, you know, babies are free. You know, these particular people are free, but we would like for you to pay so you can support it.
Correct. Exactly.
I'm sure it could be a case-by-case basis.
We had a customer a client went down there, went to the said park, took their power chair where they shouldn't have, and fried the whole thing when they came back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Damn.
What did they like take it in the water area? Is that why?
Yeah. Now the park even offers waterproof units that you're supposed to switch out to. They just chose not to.
What, they think theirs was or something?
So $30,000 worth of damage. Those things
Damn.
are not cheap. Not cheap.
No, that's more than my damn Nissan.
The most expensive, like, brand new chair that I built was like $187,000.
God damn!
But that's like for somebody who needs like full head control. Like they can only move their head and they need to control like the entire chair with like the head, or if it can puff straw, like they just like blow air in and suck out and suck in, and that's how they control everything.
Okay.
And like those things have so many different like modules and control panels on. Those things are expensive.
Oh,
I tagged him for you.
Shaggy.
I landed on him. I mounted Shaggy.
You Archimedes.
Oh! Who's in the damn bug? Who's in the monster bug?
That's me, buddy.
I just seen you just tank it straight into that jump.
That's because there was an NPC sitting on that ramp. I had to like dodge him. Came through that jump with not enough oomph to make it.
Woo! Yo, you just be hitting that jump and hoping for the best. I don't see the ground until I hit it.
Most of the time, that jump just turns into cartwheels for me.
That's because you have the bouncy tires.
Oh, not with this car. I mean, with every other car I use.
I like to go like through the snake bend and then off this one. Get off the wall, you piece of shit!
Oh no!
Hell no, Shaggy. I got first place.
Hey, it landed on my wheels.
I'd say at least you landed in a way that you could keep going. I did not.
Hooray!
I will say I do feel a nice all over body like relaxation, but I also feel like that, I don't know, like that little bit of like an aura feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you kind of feel like you have like a layer over your body of just happiness.
Yeah.
When you feel the aura, I think that's when you just clench all your muscles and scream real loud and go Super Saiyan.
I don't think my house can afford it. I got a plate right over here that got my son's footprint from when he was a baby. I can't afford to lose that. Laptop, whatever. Plate, irreplaceable. I can't go super. Maybe I'll just go. I can go out on the street. Yo, I seen the craziest shit on TikTok about my city. There has been a house on this street not far from me that for the past 5 to 6 months has had a dead body in the attic wrapped in a tarp.
Yeah.
And the only way they found it was because this summer's been hot. The whole entire inside of that house, like all the windows were just covered in flies and shit.
Oh.
So now they gotta figure out how this body even got there 5 or 6 months ago. And half of this town is like abandoned houses and shit now. So they might not even have a record of anybody even renting that place. It could just be a bunch of hobos or crackheads or whatever.
Motherfuckers always picking on the lawnmower.
Yeah, Shaggy, do you want to in the voice chat? I can drag you over. What you gotta do is you gotta get in the crew chat on Discord, and then I'll pull you into the private chat. We'll have our first guest star, Shag and Miller, on our Toasted Talk here.
Welcome to the podcast.
I'm about 37 gummies in and 1 spoonful of sugar. I haven't even touched my dab rig in a while.
I miss dabs. I do.
You know why I don't miss dabs? Because I got them. You gotta get you some dabs, my son.
I can't use the whole setup where I'm at the moment.
Why don't you just get a nectar collector e-pen?
Money.
I got you.
I don't want to spend it. I could. I just don't want to.
Well, you ain't gonna find a pineapple for $20 where you're at. Maybe you will.
If you want one, Cody, I got the APX that I don't use anymore.
I would request that you not use that name in chat, please, sir.
I apologize, friend. Tato, I have an APX that you could use.
I didn't even register what he said till you said that.
Oh, backflip on the thing? Not making it. I just landed on top of the fence. I have 1 health. I'm good.
I was like, for a second there, I was like, what is APX mean? And whose name is APX? I was like, Alex, Paul, Xavier.
No, APX is a brand of like electronic rigs.
It registered after what had happened. And then I was like, oh yeah, I know APX because I had one of their dry herb vaporizers, I think.
Yes, I have one of those too. The dry herb one, it's okay. Dry herb, the only way I've found that I like dry herb vape is I have like, it's old. I was given it by my brother-in-law, but it's a little box that you plug into the wall and you turn the temperature up to whatever you want, and it's got like an infrared coil, and then you fill this, almost looks like a hookah pipe tube, and then you attach it to the end of it. You put the flower in the bottom.
Oh yeah, I've seen those before. Those were like some of the OG vapes, right?
Yeah, like this is from like the 80s.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a wooden box. It's got a metal stake sticking out of it, and you just put the flower in the tube and you just shove it on there and go to town. Now the OG vape was taking your light bulb down, throwing a bunch of salt in it, and getting that shit out of there, and then hoping to God you actually got it all out of there before you started doing that shit. Then you just feel like some kind of meth addict. Like, get this light bulb going.
But yeah, my brother-in-law got that from his uncle, and then he gave it to me, and I used that, and that was fantastic. I got the giggles with that.
Oh, nice.
Hand dryer vapes, I feel like I get a good buzz, and then it's gone like 10 minutes later.
Shaggy, do you want in the voice chat?
I don't think anything gets me with as like solid of a direct instant high as like a nice nectar collector hit.
Same. Those are those those hits that you take.
Like a nectar collector.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it had like water filtration and everything like a bong, but yeah, it was I love the grenade.
I like this little pineapple I got. This thing's nice.
I had basically like that, but it was a grenade. But
nice.
It was metal and silicone.
How big was the tip?
Looks probably about similar to what you have there.
Yeah, I hate those. I asked them for a nectar collector, and both of those words sound tiny to me. This guy pulls out this shit that looks like you be pleasuring your wife with it. I'm like, what the fuck is that? The damn male to female is like 14 millimeters. It was like, I was like, just the tip of that is okay, but it's too damn thick. What do you think, I'm slurping up a gram at a time? What am I drinking, a milkshake with this thing? And then I saw the pineapple. I saw the pineapple and I was like, yeah, I like sipping on my dabs. I don't like taking huge dabs. I like to enjoy the flavor, like...
Back when I was in college, I I worked at a haunted house. We have a ski resort near like where I grew up, and they used to do this haunted house every year. And there was a girl that we worked with that I had the hots for, and she invited me to a party way up north in the mountains. Like I had to drive an hour and 15 minutes out into the middle of nowhere to find this girl's house. But it was this big, beautiful house sitting up on a hill with like a great view. And the house was so big, they had a band playing in the basement with like 35 to 40 people just chilling in the basement. And then another 20 to 30 people upstairs listening to music and playing games on a giant TV.
Oh, nice.
I get to this party and the first thing they say is they're like, oh, we're going to hit off the peace pipe. You want some? And I'm like, sure, absolutely. I'm thinking like somebody's just going to pull out a little glass pipe. No. They pulled out a legit, like, 3.5 foot long Native American wooden carved peace pipe.
I've seen some of those, man. Some people have to go through some shit to get their peace pipes.
Yeah, it was pretty authentic. I don't know where it came from. I don't know how the girl had it, but she had it, and it was cool, and I enjoyed it.
I've gotten to smoke off of two different peace pipes. I've been to 2 sweat lodges in my life too. They're kind of weird. New age, like the people that are like, I don't know, they go like too far into it, like that. It seems like they're just doing it as like a pageantry type deal, like attention.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. There's obviously people that really care about it, and I don't want to mock anybody, but then there's just some people that don't do it the right way, that if actual Native Americans knew what they were doing, like, they would do shit like cut off their fucking ponytails and shit, you know?
Right. I get what you mean. I dated a girl in high school. Her father was an Algonquin tribe chieftain.
Yeah?
And while she did not have much of a connection with him, she did get to learn a lot about like their belief system and their practices and whatnot.
Okay.
And, yeah, they have like a lot of very strict rules about that kind of stuff. Like, you're not supposed to talk about it. You're not supposed to share it with anybody outside of the tribe. So all they told her to tell outsiders was what you see on the internet and what you see people doing in public that they claim are these tribal practices are very often non-authentic. They're usually not true. The people have no idea what they're talking about. They just look stuff up on the internet and try to mimic what they see there.
Well, see, just on, let me just throw this out for you just as an example of it. Like, because I've been around a lot of these people, especially being in Pennsylvania. Like,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of Native American history in Pennsylvania. So a lot of people that are here are naturally going to, you know, have some sort of ancestry that has it. But, you know, like, sweat lodges aren't supposed to be like a co-ed type deal. It's not supposed to be men and women in the same sweat lodge, no matter what.
Right.
This person did men and women sweat lodges. Like, if you follow the Native American, like, how they believe in things, like, the way they did sweat lodges was based on energies and the way energy flows, and the way they say energy flows would be opposite. Men's energy flows clockwise and women's energy flows counterclockwise. So if you put a man and a woman in a sweat lodge and you're trying to get them in touch with their energies, they're just slamming off of each other in the fucking metaphysical realm.
Right.
If you're believing in it, then you're already doing the wrong thing with the people you're trying to wake up. You know what I mean? You're not helping anybody. You're just doing something stupid. And then therefore, like, because at the end, I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Every time people show up, they're like, oh no, it doesn't cost anything. But you can bring gifts and lay them on the gift blanket.
Right.
What are the gifts? Money, weed, cigarettes, DVDs. Like, I paid your rent for 4 years. Like, what are you talking about that doesn't cost anything? But you don't invite the people that don't bring good gifts back the next time, I bet.
Yeah.
You're not coming to my birthday party next year.
I was really big into the metaphysical stuff for a long time because I used to be a ghost hunter. I still am interested in it, but it's hard to find people who won't mess around and who will take it seriously.
My wife would take it seriously.
A lot of the people I got involved with ended up just causing problems in the long run and doing stupid stuff. So I just kind of backed away from it. It's also an expensive hobby because you constantly have to be getting like all
new technology and shit.
Right. All new technology and equipment. Constantly upgrading stuff so you can keep ahead of the game.
Listen, buddy, if you want to hang out with ghosts, you can go chill out in my shed any day.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, come hang around Johnstown for a while. Thousands of people have died here.
Our shed is the last remaining portion of the house that was purchased here, and when my parents bought this house, they were warned by everybody that it was haunted, and tons of activity happened over there. Still does. Feel free to go explore to your heart's content. Stay there past dark, you will feel something tug on you.
Okay.
And not in a fun way. In a hey, it's time for you to leave way.
Make a video.
Not a rub and tug.
Make a video. Post it as private on my Twitch, and then I'll do a reaction to it, and then we'll put it on YouTube.
I got you.
And then I'll resend it back to you, and then you turn it into a bunch of shorts, and then we promote the hell out of it.
Right.
That's how the algorithm works.
I love ghost hunting. My big thing is, I used to love shows like Ghost Hunters with Taps and Ghost Adventures. My problem is they don't ever talk about the metaphysical aspect of it because it was seen as taboo. To
Gobbledygook. Like gobbledygook.
Yeah, right. And
Like, yeah, whatever. Alright, spiritual hippie. Alright, you tree hugger.
when it got to the point where it became acceptable to talk about it, because we had a lot of like TV shows about mediums, like Long Island Medium and stuff like that, kind of brought some of that to the forefront. You then got these people who went just absolutely overboard with it.
Like Long Island Medium, yeah.
Like
She definitely did go overboard with it, yeah.
Right. So it got to the point where I was just like, I would love to make a ghost hunting group and program where we talk about the metaphysical stuff, but we don't like force it in anybody's face. We just register the fact that we do it. Here's why we do it. We've seen some success with it. We can't explain why it has success, but it does. So we do it every time. And it's as simple as that. You don't have to get like super detailed. You don't have to try to tell everybody about specific, because the thing is a lot of these people, they try to push it as like, this is the only option. What I'm talking about and the way I say it, you have to look at it this way, and if you don't look at it this way, it's a bad thing.
Exactly. It's too, what do they call that? Objective or subjective?
Too subjective. It's
too
way
subjective.
Too subjective.
Yeah, it's their own opinion.
Right. You need to be willing to say like, hey, however you decide to see it, this is the general idea of it, and this is why we're doing it.
Or you need to at least be willing to have, like, see, if I were to do it with you, that would be a good thing, because if you were even full for it, I'm only a half for it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I could always be like, yeah, but how do you know that wasn't a frog? You know what I mean? Because you always need to have, like, but then at the same time, I'm still willing to perceive, like, if you can tell me in a good way, like, no, why would there be a frog? It's the middle of winter. You know what I mean? Like, if you can break it down, I'm still willing to hear that out too. Because I've seen and felt some shit. I've been the type of person to be walking up a staircase and need to get going a little bit quicker. Like, God, no, this little angry ape behind me, get it away from me. Turn around, there's nothing there. You slam the door on that ghost.
My two best experiences, one was in Gettysburg. I went to Gettysburg.
I used to live close to there. I have to go right through the battlefield all the time.
Oh, the battlefield was crazy, but my favorite is that inn that's right in front of the battlefield that still has all the bullets in the walls.
Okay, I've only ever driven past it. I know what you're talking about, though.
It's a big brick inn. We went to that inn, and they take you into the basement, and in the basement of the inn, they do like a little presentation. And when we went there, there was only like 2 other families that went with us. They had space for like 40 or 50 people, but there was maybe only 15 of us in there. So I'm sitting in the back of everybody, but there's like 4 empty rows behind me. And then my parents are sitting 2 rows in front of me. There's 1 empty row in between us. And I'm sitting there watching my mom's hair and poncho lift up into the air as if somebody had grabbed a handful of her hair with her poncho hood and lifted it up.
Like it didn't look like static or nothing?
No, it looked like a handful of hair got grabbed and lifted up.
Oh,
and then
that was just Harry and Ron with the invisibility cloak.
Yeah, I know. My mom immediately turns around and glares at me, and I'm like, what? She's like, don't touch my hair. I'm like, Mom, I promise you I didn't touch my hair. A few minutes later, I feel my poncho getting like yanked on to the point where like it was choking me. It was pulling against my throat. And I turn around and there's nobody behind me. And then I feel something like brush my hair, like covering my head with their hand almost. It was the weirdest sensation. And again, I turn around and there's nobody there, but my mom had been looking at me and she had seen my poncho hood get yanked the same way as if somebody had grabbed it and yanked on it. And these were within like 2 minutes of each other.
See, the reason I'm more perceptive to that kind of stuff is because I've seen other things that would make me believe other stories could be true.
Yeah, if I didn't live the things I've dealt with, I wouldn't believe most of it.
I would probably rebuke most people's shit if I wouldn't have seen certain actual real life
experiences, because people always look at you like a crazy person.
Yeah.
This is my truth, man.
Yep. I know several things. There's a few reasons why I won't go camping in Pennsylvania. I wouldn't suggest going camping unless you were really loud or with a lot of people that might be drunk and stay awake all night. You know what I mean? Because you want somebody to be staying up all the time.
Yeah.
There's like, and I'm not talking about like metaphysical, spiritual.
You're talking.
I'm talking. It actually is a like I'm talking. Mothman. Yeah, shit like that. I like.
Ooh, Patrick, can we go hunt for the Mothman?
If you want to hunt for something, man, I'll show you where to start down here. 2 times, no, not 2 times, 3 times. I've experienced it. Once I actually seen it. The first time it did something different. It wasn't as scary, and I think it did something that just made it seem normal, like it was something else, you know?
Yeah.
So then I just let it go. The second time I went out there, I was not smoking my weed yet. I went out there to smoke my weed, and then when I made a turn, I seen the thing that I saw, and I fucking left out of there quicker than I've ever left out of there. And then the third time, I only heard it while I was camping with my ex and my kids when I was visiting.
Are you like northern Pennsylvania?
I'm central, like central PA-ish. Now I'm more towards like Pittsburgh.
when you were camping, were you up north?
No, Central.
I was gonna say, because I know northern Pennsylvania has a lot of stories about Wendigo.
Hold on, let me. Oh, I know what that's shapeshifters, right?
They're like people that eat other people, and they turn
No.
into like monsters because they eat other people.
No. This wasn't. I think I was more scared of it than it was gonna want to come after me at all, I would say.
Yep.
It looked more like it was just like passing through and I caught it by surprise or something. But it wasn't afraid. It didn't move. It was just like, oh. And then like went, and I was like, God! Like, cause it was like I went into where I was going and you have to turn around to actually leave again. There's not, like, it's really tight where it was at.
Right.
So,
Right.
When I turned around, my lights flashed. Oh, his game crashed. My lights flashed over at the creek, and this fucking gigantic motherfucking thing that was not like a Bigfoot because they say that shit's all hairy. It wasn't hairy. It looked like a humanoid thing. Like if I weren't any smarter, somebody would call that damn thing a gray alien or something. But I know it wasn't an alien.
Captain just saw some like 90-year-old dude in the buff just walking through the woods.
He would have to be like 9 feet, 10 feet tall. He was crouched and he was like 8 feet tall. It was hunched over. It was massive. It was the tallest thing I've ever seen, and it was hunched over.
And that's why when we go camping, we keep the pew-pew close.
Right.
The third time, I believe, when I only heard it, I feel like it was mimicking like a fox or a bobcat. The sound.
Time to go skinwalker hunting.
It didn't feel like it was after me anything. Like it didn't feel like it was a hostile thing, but it scared the shit out of me. It didn't show any intentions of wanting me or the person that was with me.
My craziest experience was with a haunted house, and it is Hollywood work. You could make a legitimate movie, a good scary horror movie out of the experiences that we had at this house. It was me and my ghost hunting group.
It was brushing past me in a limo.
To the point where me and my best friend from high school, Joe, he was the one that we were like the co-founders of this ghost hunting group. We have said multiple times that like we don't want to tell the whole story publicly because we're afraid somebody could ever steal it from us, but we could easily like publish this as a book, turn it into a web series, talk about it on a podcast, something like that.
What?
Why have I never
Hold
heard
on
this
one
story?
second, y'all. What are you saying? Candy?
Oh, good.
They're in that
Yeah.
that container there.
Pretty sure I told you about it.
What,
It's
is he
the house
upset?
in Manchester.
Oh, you
I
do?
don't think you've told me any horror movie level stories.
No, you're fine. You know what the fucked up
surprised
thing
I
is,
didn't
babe?
tell
I
you
found
about
out that the carnival version of those candies, there's a candy
Maybe I didn't.
apple flavored one, and we haven't gotten it at all. All we got was a stupid raspberry popcorn flavor, which is, I don't know who invented that flavor, but they need shot out back with a 22, so it's painful.
Like a back shot or
No, like a back shot with a 22. Like a cream pie with a 22.
on road, rough road.
Did that get stuck in my hair? I feel like she threw a wrapper at me, but I don't know if it got stuck in my hair or not.
Oh, that's not what I thought we were talking about.
Did that?
We went
Shaggy
to
said-
Did that you stuck in my head?
Shaggy
man,
said.
That's just hair gel.
Shaggy said he has a little ghost story. I feel like this is a dad joke setup. If I've ever seen a dad joke setup, I feel like this is a dad joke setup.
My favorite little ghost story is Casper.
That's true.
He's my favorite friendly
He's a little
ghost story.
So the gist of the story with this house was we got called by the family because they were having incidents of the ghost scratching multiple people in the family. It was a husband, a wife, and a daughter, and multiple people had been scratched.
Why are you guys kink shaming a ghost, man?
It did land in my hair.
The mother was also very concerned because she had multiple times felt like somebody was watching her when she was in the bathroom, like in the shower and whatnot, when nobody else was home, and it was just really bothering her.
Huh.
So we decided to come over, and all I can tell you is the first thing. Oh, well, I should preface this. I am Reiki level 2. Do you know what Reiki is?
I believe I've heard of that before, but
Long story short, it's energy massage, quote unquote. The idea is I raise my vibration of my energy. I come into contact with your energy, and your energy will raise its vibration to match my own, which promotes healing and growth.
okay. I know. I get what you're saying. I know what you're talking about in a different way. I know
Right.
exactly what you're talking about.
Right. So I learned Reiki because there are a lot of people who have said that using Reiki, you can create basically little bubbles around people that will reduce the likeliness of spiritual attachments. It'll reduce the likeliness that ghosts will follow you home.
Huh. Shaggy,
So-
your game crash again?
I don't do. I've already got one, so like I'm screwed anyway.
Right. So I learned how to do this because it allowed me to help protect my members from having to deal with stuff following us home from cases. We walk into this
I got
house,
you.
and
I got you.
as soon as we step foot in the house, the temperature in the house was 62 degrees. But it felt like you walked into a boiler room. The
Ugh.
humidity and the pressure of the air when you stepped into this house was like you were sitting right outside of a steam boiler that was at full temperature.
Damn.
And I walked in, and immediately I have asthma, and I started having trouble breathing. I had to take a puff off of my inhaler. And I'm sitting there going like, holy cow, how is this intense? So they start telling us the stories, and we start, hearing all the details, and we're like, all right, we're gonna go set up some equipment and let it record while the group gets ready and discusses our plan. So everybody starts going around the house and placing equipment in different areas. I'm preparing the camera that's gonna follow the crew because we were gonna try to record this for the show. And my buddy Andrew is sitting right across from me, and he's talking to me about like how he can kind of feel that pressure in the house, and I was like, yeah, I can feel the same thing. And as I'm getting my camera ready, he's talking to me, and I'm looking at him, and I can see these 3 red lines start going down the side of his face. And all of a sudden he reaches up, and he's like, ah! He touches the side of his face where I see those marks, and he pulls his hand away, and there's like these solid 3, they look like almost like burn marks in the side of his face. I took a picture of it, showed it to him. I was like, dude, I watched those burns appear on your face. We're sitting there talking about it. All of a sudden he screams out again, and then he reaches behind him, and he lifts his shirt up, and there's now 3 more marks going down across his back. So I took a picture of that. Immediately I get the group together, and I'm like, all right guys, this is some serious business. Like, get ready for a crazy day. Let's all get together. I used Reiki on everybody to try to give them some level of protection in the hopes that it would help us out. We then go around and quickly gather all the equipment. We talk about our battle plan, and then we start going room to room and doing our thing. And at one point, we're down in the basement, and I noticed that they have You know how, like, back in the old days in old New England houses, you have the chimney that has, like, the flue closet?
Yeah, yeah.
So they had a flue closet that had been sealed up. And I was like, hey, like, was this accessible at any point? And they're like, no, why? I was like, it looks like the sheetrock has been cut. So we reach in between and we grab the sheetrock. Yeah, the sheetrock opened up to reveal the flue closet, which had a witch's altar on it with a bunch of bones scattered across the top, what we assume is graveyard dirt, because it was just like a bunch of like sand and dirt of various types with bones mixed in with it. And then she had a jar that was labeled pig's blood and all these other things. And basically what we were told was that they had had a relative come stay with them who had been staying down in the basement, and they had kicked her out because she had gone to the mother and tried to get her to join her witch's coven.
Huh.
And when the mother said no, she threatened to like cause harm to her husband, and she was like, all right, you can just get out of my house now. So they kicked her out. So we start going through all her stuff that she left behind, and we found a bunch of books all about how to summon demons. And I start going, okay, even if it's, you know, just mumbo jumbo, that's not something that anybody should ever be trying to read or
see. Even from my perspective, even if it's just mumbo jumbo, it's negative energy.
Correct. It's not something that anybody should be messing around with, period.
You're still just putting negative energy into a thing, into an altar, in somebody's house to give them a bad time. Like, that's, like, that to me is still fucked up.
It sounds to me like I would have gotten in trouble if I had been a part of your crew back in the old day, because I get cocky and mouthy in haunted houses.
It gets better. So we go through all this, and we get to the end of the night, and we start going through, we do usually like a quick run through of our evidence to see if we catch anything of like significance, and then we just make note of it. We found that right away after we had left one of our voice recorders in a room, we got this loud noise. Sounded almost like a mixture between a growl and a helicopter. And what I mean by that is, you know how a helicopter, after there's the whoosh of air, there's like that brief silence before there's the next whoosh of air?
Yeah, it's kind of like that whoop, 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 whoop.
Right.
Whoop.
It was like that with a growl effect to it. It was a very interesting noise. We have no way to explain it. There was nothing in the room, like no air conditioner, nothing electronic was running. She wasn't home. They had sent her to a friend's house. So we just start going through all that. Well, I go to the family and I'm like, listen, here's the deal. Like, we're just the crew with the cameras. We don't have a psychic. We don't have a medium. We don't have a priest. We don't have anything like that. So we're not the people who are going to be able to really help you.
And y'all need an exorcist.
Correct. So I said, I do have a number of a guy. He's a Catholic priest and a medium. I highly recommend you get in contact with him. They did. He came into the house with his crew. We got to go there and be a part of it that night. They found hex bags placed all throughout the house. In occultism, a hex bag is a bag that you fill with things like bones, graveyard dirt, blood-covered items, various other things. And they act
Fuck
like
you, Tater! Anyway.
They act like little anchors, and the idea is a witch can use them to cast spells on somebody from long distance.
Ah!
They found
So it's like a witch antenna.
They found them in the walls. They found them in the furniture. They found them in pillows, and they found them in their daughter's stuffed animal.
Huh!
Why the daughter?
She wanted the mother and the daughter to join the coven.
Well, the daughter would be a virgin, right?
Correct.
Just to be weird. Not to be weird, but that's how they're thinking. They don't care.
Power force.
Correct. So basically, they went through, they did all that. He did an exorcism on the house, and then they had me come by afterwards and do a Reiki cleansing and then a placing of a barrier on the house. So I went and did all that for them. We kept in touch. Funny thing is, like a few years later, she ended up moving down to Florida with the aunt and joining the aunt's coven.
What the fuck?
Yep.
She was like, well,
See,
clearly, I believe in it now. So
can you imagine the people that don't find that sort of thing and they just can't get rid of that problem no matter what?
Here's the thing, man. Imagine, like, if Ron put her in that situation, I know after you guys cleansed that situation, she just stopped, right? Like, she probably got put in a situation where it was like, you're gonna join this, or I'm gonna keep coming for you.
Well, so the benefit is what we did at the house basically made it so that she had no way to do anything anymore because she would have had to have gone there again. And the aunt had moved down to Florida at that point. So once we did what we did, there was not any more activity for, so far as I know, the next like 5 years. I stayed in contact with the family the whole time. Somewhere along the line, he told me that he came home and she had bought like some Wiccan books and started reading Wiccan books. She started getting into books about demonology, and then from there, he said he came home one day and he found her with a book on how to summon demons, and he divorced her that day and kicked her out of the house.
He better hope she ain't doing shit to him.
Maybe it was her the whole time.
It could have been, and that is one thing that he asked me. He was like, do you think it was her the whole time? And I said, I don't know. Could it have been? Absolutely.
Maybe y'all caught her and she just pretended, oh man, my aunt, you know?
Could be. It absolutely could be. Because
Who's the one that called you?
No, actually, now that I think about it, it was the mother who called me. The father was the one who told us about everything that happened.
So the father might not have known.
Right.
How old was the lady? Not the old lady, the mom.
The mom was like upper 40s maybe.
So then what would that place her at the time? Like 1960s, 1950s?
60s. She would have been born late 60s.
So then would you say the husband was older or about the same age?
If he was older, it was maybe only a year or two.
So he would be in that dapper sort of period of time too.
Yeah.
So he was probably stupid to it.
And she very easily could have hid it from him if she was responsible for it. So
if he's the one that called, he might have just been like, there's some fucking weird shit going on, not knowing that the grandma is sitting there being the one masterminding it. She's telling the wife what to do down in the damn basement with the altar, and the husband don't know any of this shit. Both husbands are clueless, and both these wives are trying to pull shit off. You know what I mean? And the dad's just finally like, you know what? Just call somebody to fucking do this.
One of the big things, so the reason why I say that I want a ghost hunting show that like accepts the possibility that the metaphysical is an important aspect of it all is because I personally feel like the experiences that you feel in an investigation are just as important as the evidence you gather.
Okay.
So long as you are experienced enough to be able to tell the difference between...
The hard part with that with a show is it's hard to believe people with a show because it's advantageous for them to make stuff up.
Correct. But
as most of the shows ended up going down the route.
But the reason for that is because those shows don't accept the other thing that I think the show needs to do, which is to accept the possibility that sometimes the house you go into just isn't haunted. Or perhaps you go in there and you just don't have any experiences.
I think a lot of times the one is the reality aspect of it. They want it to be entertaining, so something always has to be happening regardless.
Correct.
So I think to go into it, like I said, it's okay if one person's all in and got their chips all in, but then to go into it trying to figure out how it's not the case. You know what I mean? That's the way to go in there. Yeah, well, like going in there being like, okay, how is this not possible? So we can figure, so you're going into it trying to figure out, you know, okay, is the electricity all up to date right now? Is this going on? Is that going, like, no, there's no electricity here. This is a fucking cabin in the woods. There's not even a damn well underground with an electric pump running to interfere with anything. This is just, like, we can't explain it. So you're like, okay, when are you hearing it? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's why I love when my group was together, we had a Geiger counter.
Yeah.
We had an EMF detector. We had a magnetic, I forget what it's called. It's got the two magnets on either side and it can tell you what the strength of a magnetic force is.
Listen, if your Geiger counter's going off, I think that's a whole different issue.
Correct, but it's important to have it just in case, because one of the things that radiation poisoning can cause is hallucinations.
So if you're in a house that's got a bunch of radiation, you could be getting radiation poisoning and hallucinating from that.
Correct. There was actually an episode of Ghost Adventures where they were talking about one of the locations that they went into was said to be one of the most haunted locations, but then they found out that there was like deposited uranium waste buried beneath the building.
Huh. So everybody was just going crazy.
Yep. Everybody's brains were basically melting from radiation poisoning, and that was causing them to have all these strange hallucinations. They kept saying they were seeing the devil.
That's crazy. Who's calling me a little bitch? You're lucky you put LOL after that, man. I can go from a good mood to a bad mood very quickly.
And hammer.
And back again. It's my end of the night too. Either one of y'all want to keep the stream going?
I can't put that forth tonight.
I am the broketh as well.
Well, I don't think. Is anybody else in the chat? Y'all want to keep it going? Do so before the end of this race. And if you want to switch up the game, let me know. Otherwise, I will let you two know something else after we get out of this race.
Okay.
I wonder where Softy's been the past few nights.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in like almost a week now.
I don't think it's been a week. I think it's just been a couple nights.
My wife's calling. Hold on a second.
See, I like this car. Like this car's got the speed to keep up with you, but it's not quite got the handling that the Raven's got.
What are you in?
I think it's called a Bulldog.
Oh, okay. The Doc Hudson looking thing.
Hell yeah. She's a little top heavy though. You get something bumpy, she likes to tip over.
Yeah. I think that's why I haven't been using it.
I think it actually handles better with some armor on it.
Probably holding it to the ground a little harder.
I like the Raiden, but like I get hit real good the wrong way and I'm DNF real quick on that thing.
Any viewer that is not Baked Potato or Wizard that wants to keep the stream going, you can drop gifted subs or Cash App Captain Sterling, and we will keep the stream going for as long as you want to keep it going. Just to remind any of the 7 viewers that might not be Wizard or Tater, if they want to keep watching. Wink, wink, Shirley. Wink, wink, Cable Guy. Wink, wink, Jay Shars. You know, y'all. I be naming people by names. AKA, this is your social security number. If you don't donate to me, I'm gonna fucking give it away. Captain goes down for doxing. Nah. Yeah, hell, Shaggy. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's a poltergeist, as far as I know. My house is 124 years old, and I be up gaming all the time in it. You know what it is? It's radioactive waste and lead paint.
And they take care of one of those issues if you just flush your toilet, buddy.
Dumped. The radioactive waste. Alrighty, I'm out of the server. Nobody's done anything. So what do you two want to jump on some Rocket League for a little bit?
Sure, I'm down.
I have to jump out just for a little bit. My wife would like to talk to me before she goes to bed because she's kind of all alone. Her coworker, who was on her admin retreat with her, left today, so she's now in a house all by herself.
No problem. If
So
we're still on, whenever you can leave yourself in the party if you want. And whenever you get back, if we're still on, then whatever. If not, then I've enjoyed gaming with you tonight.
Yeah, sounds good, man. And like I said, if I get back on, I'll jump into Rocket League with you guys.
All right, cool. I'm booting it up right now, Tater.
I'm booting and shooting too.
Booting and shooting.
Man, I wish I could rewatch that Deadpool and Wolverine movie like right now. So good.
Yeah?
I haven't really felt like going to the movies has been worth it for most of the movies we've tried recently. And like that one, I'm gonna see it in the theaters again soon. Like it's really good.
I didn't even really actually knew it was going on for a while. And then y'all started talking about it. I was like, oh shit, it's because wasn't he always obsessed with Wolverine?
Yeah, he's been trying to get Hugh Jackman to come play Wolverine in a Deadpool movie for a bit.
Well, I mean, Deadpool himself, wasn't he always like obsessed with Wolverine and shit too? Like
yeah,
the actual
back and forth,
character?
the character, like different runs of the character have had like interest and stuff. Yeah,
Like admiring him, or like admiring it, like his, like being like, or like just like kind of off making fun of him, but still admiring him.
yeah, it was like a general competition just on their powers being so similar.
Yeah.
But you know, they handle it completely differently. Me personally, I always appreciated the runs where Deadpool was like obsessed with Spider-Man. He always
Spider-Man.
just wanted to hang out with Spider-Man. Oh yeah, dude, Spider-Man and Deadpool hanging out is funny shit.
To answer your question, Shars, currently no. I more or less am just doing this with like people that are more regulars or high supporters of the channel. It's just the benefits of I have to make certain things I do with people exclusive. It's to keep my P's and Q's and to keep people wanting to come around. Not to say that we don't do days where we invite people over. It's just right now I'm just doing a little session with these guys Just because we got some ideas flowing around and shit, and when you got creative juices flowing, you don't want to snub them out before they're before we're done talking about Play-Doh and shit. We're not done playing with the Play-Doh yet. Don't put it away. Like I said, sometimes I just want to do. I don't need people to pay me. I just want to show that I appreciate. Damn it, Tater! God damn it! Yes!
That was close.
It was. Sometimes I like to just game because I like gaming and I want to game with the people that I have fun gaming with. Oh, that's perfect. Yes! Fuck you! Suck it!
Beautiful.
But yeah, just keep sticking around, Shars, as much as you can. Show your support. You know, keep your toasty symbol. And showing your support doesn't have to be money. You can share out.
It can be.
You can share. Oh, the money certainly helps. That's what I'm doing this for. But a lot of times sharing videos, especially like short TikToks and YouTube shorts, that goes a long way. You can throw something into an algorithm. Even if you don't know anybody, just reposting something can go a long way for me. It can be like, oh, somebody liked this again. Let's throw this into an algorithm all of a sudden. Fuck! I set that up for him.
Watch your YouTube videos like start to back. Make sure that the algorithm picks up a total watch. More likely to push it along.
I notice whenever you share certain things, I get spikes. The other day when we were doing the TikTok, and you shared my thing out after I was on for like 45 minutes, it started letting random people know about my live stream again.
Yeah, because it sees like, hey, this person likes it and thinks other people will like it. We should show more people.
Yeah. Even if
like
you
that
don't,
engagement matters.
even if you don't have any followers or anything, it still is like, oh, that person wanted that to go out. We need to show people that are also watching the same things that this person watches know about this, because maybe they might like it.
The reason I have any followers on TikTok is because I hang out in another like TikToker's live stream every once in a while and shoot the shit with them during their lives, and people like my name.
So I got two things going for me right now. I have a comment on a queso video that people keep liking, and I have two Sea of Thieves videos that have an algorithm that just will not quit. And I don't even play Sea of Thieves anymore. People just keep finding it and sharing it, and I'm like, God damn it. And then every time I post a new video of like Wreckfest or something, I see my number go down a little bit, because they're like, he's not doing Sea of Thieves anymore. There's one video that caught an algorithm for Sea of Thieves, and it wasn't even a serious video. I was trolling people. It was a fucking joke. I had really good timing with the... Have you ever played Sea of Thieves?
Like once with Wiz, and then we couldn't get a crew together, and people were just fucking with us because it was the two of us.
I'm pretty good at it. You know about the Kraken? Like, did you get the Kraken on you at all, or no?
No, but I've seen videos of people doing it where they did, yeah.
Well, I have a video in the algorithm on TikTok where I perfectly timed the summoning of the Kraken, and people think that if two people shoot a gun into the ocean at the same time, you can summon the Kraken. But it's a total false video. Like it holds no water. But people keep sharing it and reposting it and favoriting it. Every time I think it's done, somebody else does it.
To see it and think it's legit, you know?
Yep. And then, like, I know when people think it's serious too, because they'll post, like, they'll be like at someone, and I'm like, that's their buddy, and they think it's gonna work. they're gonna go try it, and then they're gonna come back and be pissed off. That didn't work.
I hope they come back and comment on your thing.
They do.
Engagement on the video, right?
People have. They have. They're like, oh, I've done it 3 times and it hasn't worked any of them. And I'm like, did you actually watch the video? And they'll be like, all right, I'll try it. I'll try it again. And they'll come back and they'll be like, no, I tried it. Even while watching the video, I did everything the same way. We went to the same part of the ocean. I'm like, did you watch the video? Because on the video it says not really, but that's good timing, right? It says it right at the top.
I almost got that goal.
Hey, we got to win. On the video, it says in words, it says not really, but how about that timing? But people will still watch it and like favorite it and save it for later and still come back. Like not so much anymore, but I've been trying to kill that algorithm because I don't want people to keep coming in for that kind of material. Not until the only way I'll go back is if people actually really want me to go back to playing it. Because I'll tell you, some of the most boring streams I've ever had were on that game.
Oh yeah.
I started this adventure as a streamer on that game. And I literally have nobody left on here that actually watches it. Nobody was a consistent viewer. Nobody at all gave away gifted subs like y'all do. I had no cheering, no gifted, no cash app, no support, no nothing. I had a few every now and then, like my first followers and stuff, like Shirley, and one of my mods, Sound. Like a few people have been here for a while, but those people can only do so much. Like, I needed to attract people like y'all that actually like really want to support and get what it's like to try to do this and know where the potential is at here, because eventually y'all will just be part of the crew that I play with, and this is it, you know? Like, it could always end up being me, you, and Wizard, and that be it as far as like the main characters that are always talking. I can tell I've been eating gummies because I'm very articulate. I'm very open-minded.
You can tell I'm not because I'm not talking much, but
you're like, shut up.
I get chatty as hell when you're.
Well,
listen, I ain't the most entertaining ad, but I'll do what I can to help out.
No, you know what it is? I find you entertaining in a passive way. You have a dry funniness about you that's hard to find in people. I think that's why you have a good personality. As far as I'm concerned, I like your personality because you have a dry humor that I appreciate. Like, you're like, oh yeah, great, way to go. You know what? Like, you're that kind of person. You're like, oh yeah, I'm glad you just fucking wrecked the fuck out of me. Oh, that felt great. Can I have another, please? That person really just said we suck and we're tied up. I'm baked out of my mind.
Who said we suck?
The other team. They said it in the damn world chat. The assholes. They said you guys suck.
Says the guy.
They both just whiffed it. They both just whiffed that hit. Yo, we need a. I'm gonna make an. I need to make an emote. I need to make it your mom emote.
See, now I refuse to lose to them because I want them to not be able to beat the people that supposedly they think suck.
Well, that's a good way, setting up hits like that. What an idiot! Give him the great pass. Oh, sucks so much. That's how I read that. Oh, I'm sorry, Tater. I'm sorry, Tater. That was me fucking you up. That was me fucking them up. No! Damn it! Roblox sucks.
That's how I read his name, Robx. It looks like Roblox to me.
It looks like Roblox to me, and that's what it is. It's probably Rob Sucks. That's what his name is. Get that crap out of here! I got it, I got it. Get it, Tater!
Ah, fuck you, Rob.
Good hit, good hit. Oh shit! Haha! Damn! I got it, I got it, I got it. Oh, that's beautiful! Shit! Damn it, it's going right to our goal! Fuck! We got 50 seconds. We gotta lock it in. God damn it. Alright, Tater, I'm gonna make you a mod, cause then you can deal with things like what's in my chat right now. Cause I can't leave my damn game. Get that crap out of here!
I can't even see what he said.
I have the links blocked, so nobody can drop their ViewBot links in my chat like that.
Ah, smart, smart.
But then, you can also go as far as to block them and report them as a ViewBotter or a ViewBot seller. Because you'd be surprised how many of these accounts are old accounts.
So people just be selling them off for people to use as bots? Is that what's going on?
Uh-huh. You ever go into somebody's Twitch and they got like 300 people viewing and nobody's fucking talking?
Oh, that was my bad right there. That fall bounced right back.
Here, let's get our asses out of here before they keep going. Like you'll go, like granted there's people that just watch, but you can't tell me that somebody's got that has 300 people watching them ain't got at least, 10, 20 people just constantly chatting.
Right.
So
people are definitely paying for viewers.
I can't bring myself to do that. I'd rather just have one viewer all the time.
No, there's no point, and you're paying for it, so like it just makes you look good, but it's costing you money. It's
exactly.
not helping you build your brand. It's not doing anything.
Nope, and they're viewers, so you're not even gonna get a good enough amount of money out of ad revenue off of it anyway. And then at that point, you're probably running too many ads anyway. I run half as many ads as somebody else could. And people still complain about how many ads I run. You can run...
No idea how many ads you have. I subscribed before I saw a single one.
I run 4 minutes every hour, and you can run up to 8. But
you played one race in your server. I then joined jumped on the Twitch, saw your Game Boy banner, immediately followed. You made me die laughing within like 30 seconons, so I threw my Twitch sub out there.
I was probably screaming my head off too. It was funny because
pretty much immediately had Kyle jump on in here, and then the next day when Wiz was on, had him jump on in.
I remembered somebody was on my YouTube and they were commenting on one of my videos and their name was Real Potatoes, and then you got in my chat and I was like, I wonder if that's the same person. But it wasn't. You're not. But I was like, I wonder if that's the same damn person.
No, I'm baked potato on there too.
Gotcha. Wizard in
I
his...
got real high on my buddy's couch one night, and thought baked potato would be a real good gamer tag. I still do. And I changed everything right there, sitting on his futon.
Yeah, everything, all at once.
Yeah. Except for, what is it, Blizzard, because you gotta pay like $40 to change your name on there. I don't want to.
Damn. I don't think I have Blizzard.
I was iNight on things forever, then I was Sinful Night on things for a while, and I just couldn't like lock in the name, and then baked potato just felt perfect for me.
Good shit! Yeah!
Oh,
damn!
JoJo's about to send it in.
JoJo Siwa over here. Doing her floppy arm dances.
No!
Damn it! Feigned karma. But yeah, next stream you'll have mod privileges.
Alright, yeah.
So that I wanted Wizard to be in here for that, but yeah, I don't think he's coming back.
The reason for offering in like the first place was just like, you know, exactly what you said, the times when like some people aren't on and I just happen to be in the stream often, and even if I can't like be playing, I'm usually lurking and chilling anyways.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh!
Damn it! Fucking fuck!
I don't see mod as being given the power to act independently. I just see it as the power to like be an extension of what you want done.
Well, yeah, but if you like, obviously you know if something's fucked up, I ain't gonna, like, you just be like, if I see something happen, I'd ask what happened. You know what I mean? You're like, what did you block there? I didn't even get to see it. You just be like, you don't even really want to know. It ain't worth it. Or just send me a screenshot or something.
Oh, good save. I don't know why I got credit for the save there. That was not my save.
Maybe I bounced it off of you.
Probably. If anything, I was sending that thing in. Man, JoJo's way too aerial. This guy's got to be on a Smurf.
He's fucking Little Mermaid Ariel. This shit's so intense, it's camping.
Yeah, JoJo sent that in for us. I thought he was gonna
Damn it!
guide that right in.
Ah, I hit it off the damn corner of the damn goal. That son of a bitch. He's got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah, look at this shit.
He's like,
He's in full control of that.
he's got no ping.
real good with balls, this man.
Oh, we got better ping than them.
My computer's probably the only thing in this house drawing internet right now. Ain't nobody else awake.
Hell yeah, Tater! Oh!
Oh, I didn't see you coming.
No, it's good. I was basically a backup. I was being backup hit. That's all you, get it? Fuck!
Ah, JoJo's faster. I had no more boost.
I knocked it. Woo! Get in there! Yes!
Hell yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Defending. It's the right time for loving you.
Oh, I don't know how people are so good at predicting what this ball is going to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know who's really good? Softy. Like I don't know how the hell he knows. Like he knows exactly when to jump and fly. Like I don't even know when to do that. Like I'm not even a good goalie.
Oh, I try to do the jump and fly, so I just feel like my timing's always like a little bit off.
We'll get it with the hours. Yeah! Let me get this.
Right there.
Let me get this viewer banned out of here. His account was created in 2021. And he's selling he's trying to promote view botting.
Other than for like the vanity of being able to just like point out like look how many viewers I have, there's just no point. You're paying for it. It's not
exactly. It's not
benefit to you.
And it doesn't make you any more interesting. It doesn't give you any
for like fake likes on Instagram and stuff. It's like, what's the point? They're not real likes. So how's that giving you the dopamine hit?
Like how do you? Yeah, well, I guess they like it though. It's better than no hit at all for them, apparently. It ain't even like robbery. You don't even get nothing good in the end. It ain't like you got money or jewelry or nothing. You ain't even got a high. You just, hey, I tricked you all.
Look how many people liked my thing, even though 30,000 of them are fake.
Exactly. I would sooner keep paying for, like, to promote videos on TikTok or YouTube than to do that. I put money into advertising my own videos.
You'll probably get better return off of that than just...
I do. I got a damn algorithm on Sea of Thieves that I don't use. And I earned it. Like, those people are real. All those viewers, all the people I got as followers, all the likes, that's all real. And then all the ones that aren't, they all fall off. Fuck.
How did JoJo predict I was going to be right there?
Damn it.
Oh.
Get fucked. Just go ahead and call him right on out.
It's like, you can't convince me otherwise. I've got so little hours of this game, there's no way I got naturally matched with someone who plays like that. Come on now. Those are the people that Softy and Love and all them should be playing against.
Yeah, for real. Alright, my dude, I'm gonna call it there for the night.
Alright, buddy, nice playing with you as always.
Hell yeah, everybody, it's been a good one. It's been a great one. It's been one, y'all. I will see you on the next one. Later. Or, Zato, I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, too.
Yes, sir, I should be on.
Alrighty, y'all. Later on. Peace.
Peace.